Hi everyone. In today's video, we will discuss and find out which LLM membership maybe fit more for you, your business, and your use case. We know that we have now three main players in the LLM world, which is ChatGPT, Claude, and Google Gemini. I want to analyze a bit the pricing of those to then understand which is the best bet to follow. As you can see, you can use Gemini pretty much free with Google Flash 2.5, but you can also use for 1 month for free the Google AI Pro that then become €21 per month. What you have if you use the Pro version, you get the version 2.5 Pro, the deep research with more requests that you can do to it, the flow access to AI filmmaking tool custom built with Bio3 that you can use basically to create AI videos. Whisk, higher limit to image to video generation with VO2, and Notebook LLM Premium, Gemini in Gmail, Docs, Beats, and more. So more features related to the whole Google suite. Gemini in Chrome Early Access, which is something they are building, and the storage of 2 terabytes. So, in my opinion, this is a very, very good offer, and I understand if someone chooses Gemini from to ChatGPT and Claude. It is Gemini 2.5 better than Claude? No, but it is better in certain situations. For example, I noticed if you need to upload bigger files, you know that Gemini is famous to have context token to reach even 2 GB. So you can act, you really it can really reason to big files, which I found the big pro of Gemini. Also, in terms of the tooling and the things offered, I think the price is very good. So Gemini is a good bet. Secondly, we have ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is the leading AI, has been the leading one for a long time, and is always catching up with some better model than others. At the moment, I would say it has been surpassed by Claude, but it is better for using for general usage to create content. For the tool that it has inside, like the canvas, the quality of usage. I found myself very well with ChatGPT overall, and I think it's a good bet to use it in general. The Plus version, the free version, it is really quite limited. The Pro version, I wouldn't recommend to use. It's $200 per month. It has more usage than in the Plus version, but I find myself 200 too expensive. But it has access. It give access to the Codex and operator and Sora, which is extend. Also related to the deep research, I think that with Google Gemini, you have all of this at much cheaper price. Gemini, as you see, is very cheap, and it has basically similar. It also gives you 2 terabytes of storage for photos, Drive, and Gmail. Claude, it is basically with the new model 4, it has reached the top, also especially in the agentic coding. You can use it for free as a ChatGPT, but now it is very worth it to buy this membership, simply the Pro one, because you have access to the web, which I found something really important to make Claude to the next level. It has extended thinking. The cons that basically you easily run out of credit and you have to wait then 4 hours to continue to ask questions to Claude. Is very good for connection to the Google Workspace and the MCP logic that actually was built by Anthropic, and the code mode, which is very good again in Claude. That also is very good to use for agentic coding. Claude has been shown to be the best than everybody else. Second to Gemini 2.5 Pro. The Max version is something also very good, and definitely cheaper, as you can see, half price than ChatGPT. And you can access Claude Code directly in your terminal. It has higher output limits, and it is 5x to 20x more usage than Pro. It is a good bet. It's still a bit expensive in my opinion for who, but it is definitely more reasonable if you use it intensively. Also, it has the deep research. It connects to any context or tool through integrations. So basically, you can use a lot more tool integration with it, and you have early access to new features that they implement and priority to high traffic. So in general, I found if you want to have a complete overall usage of all possible benefits the AI gives you, Gemini is a good bet. I found the fact that you can add more files very good for an AI. With ChatGPT, you have much less context token, which can be annoying, and same with Claude. But Claude is best right now for coding and agentic coding. So they all have a leverage somehow. I want you to have a panoramic of what is offered. So hope this you can find yourself an understanding of what you use, because any of those three has its own reason to be chosen. If you want to ask complex coding questions, Claude, it can give you the best answer. If you want to use it for agentic coding, Claude is the best right now. But you need to consider the API cost, and Claude, the new models, anyway, it has actually an expensive cost at the moment, but cheaper for the lower models. In terms of going cheap, Claude Gemini, I think, is the best bet. Also in terms of usage API, it's very good for agentic coding, and but it costs less. So overall, Gemini, I believe, is the best. I think that all these three LLMs have and their own leverage. So, for example, use ChatGPT if you want an overall best AI model in different contexts, which can be content creation or project management, coding. It is performed very well at all of them. It performed best at the moment. It has been beaten by Claude. Gemini, same, is actually second best at coding, very good at content creation, project management. I advise in general to use the free version of all of those, to compare the responses that you get from those, to understand for your specific purpose what is the most satisfactory solution. So these models are evolving. Every month might be a different response to the question which LLM should they choose. At the moment, I would go safe with Gemini. And in case you are a coder and you need an intelligent reasoning model that responds correctly to your question, Claude is the solution to that. If you want to build the prototype or best prototype and for coding purposes, Claude is the best bet. But also Gemini can do that very well. If in your use case you need to add big file, reason through them, and get satisfactory responses, then Gemini is still the good response for that. It can also integrate very well the Google Suite, and it has a lot of tools that you have access to with it with actually very reasonable price. Hope this was useful, and see you in the next video. By the way, remember, like, subscribe, comment.